Since beginning ATEP, I have been on a journey. This program has helped to build a bridge to parts of myself that I believed would always be separate. This class specifically has helped me deepen my understanding of what literacy is. If you had asked me over a year ago my thoughts on literacy, I would have said reading and writing. I have overcome the assumptions that have been ingrained within my schooling. The greater possibilities that are tied to literacy have helped me to come full circle with realizing that a lot of what I am doing in this program is literacy. Therefore, I have included knowledge that I have gathered outside this class and put it in a context that honors the integrity of the original lesson. This is my literacy journey. In my youth, seeing myself in books was a rare occurrence. My identity was separate from the characters, despite being an active reader. Through this class, I've had my belief further enforced that we need to have relevant texts. In Cindy Swanson's article, Unbundling Stories, she asks, how many children's lives will be shaped differently if those working in schools attended to the stories being lived in families and communities? And April Spring writes in her article, Everybody Knows a Junior, she quotes Miles Johnson, an author who wrote that when there's no reflection of the self within any text, then there's no understanding of the world as a truly validating and safe place. Spring then states, all readers need texts that validate their world. As educators, we must provide the opportunity for students to see themselves.
Okay, Musha, my question for you is, do you think it would benefit Aboriginal children if they were represented in literature?
Yes, but if they're represented in literature, it has to be the absolute truth.
The absolute truth?
Absolute truth. No fantasies, no fictions.
Speak from the heart?
You got to speak from the heart.
Thank you.
There is strength in being able to display emotions and to act in front of a crowd. It takes courage to embrace the vulnerability. When incorporating drama was mentioned, it scared me. However, drama is much more than a theatrical production. I had never thought of it that way, and it challenged my previous beliefs. In the article Doing Literature, the author says, the use of drama as a teaching tool is based on the simple premise that an involved child is an interested child. An interested child will learn, and drama directly involves the child. Students are engaging physically, emotionally, intellectually, and spiritually when they are present and they are heard.
Asta. Asta. Asta.
Youth bring their identities to the classroom. Students influence the atmosphere of the classroom with their gifts, knowledge, and experiences. These are all built from their teachers and the community around them. I can clearly see that this is the way that I have to teach, working alongside their teachers in life and nurturing those parts that they bring. In our class, we have many people who are teaching us. We nurture these connections with each other, and as educators, we must do this with our students. We can incorporate land, song, and play. Most importantly, we must remember that we are not the sole provider of knowledge to these young learners, and to respect our position in their greater circle.
Okay, so my question for you is, who do you consider your teachers to be?
I guess that my teachers would be my Cookum and Mushum, because my Mushum has taught me how to do a lot of things, like work outside. My Cookum has taught me how to cook, like make bannock. And they both talk to me in Cree a lot, so they've been teaching me that.
Yeah, that's lovely. Thank you.
In the classroom, relationships and connections are built through language. Indigenous languages can often be forgotten in the classroom. Dr. Peltier writes, Aboriginal children have been erroneously identified with language, speech, and learning exceptionalities because educators lack knowledge and training in language variations, students' cultural and linguistic backgrounds, and the challenges inherent in learning to use standard English. As educators, we must understand the dialect differences. Indigenous language connects students to the land, to their community, and to their spirits. To nurture this connection, we must understand the relationships between language, land, and love. As a future teacher, I must place value on the languages of my students' communities and incorporate this into the classroom.
So, Cookum, do you think that love and language are connected?
Yes, yes, they are, because when people like your parents show you that they love you and they talk to you in their language, they're showing you that love and language are connected, because they show you from when you're a baby,
Mm-hmm.
they love you and they talk to you
Mm-hmm.
in their language, whatever language they talk.
Thank you.
A community has played a role in teaching me thus far. I have learned that students must feel valued and represented. In the classroom, this means choosing relevant texts that reflect the readers. I have learned that it takes courage to be vulnerable. In the classroom, this means investing time in drama and having students' emotions and real experiences incorporated. In the classroom, I must honor those identities, experiences, and supports that my students have. I have learned that leading with love is more powerful than any other method. Incorporating language is incorporating spirit, and therefore incorporating love. Ultimately, I have learned that there are many teachers who taught me, and I will be one of many who teach others. Honoring this interconnectedness allows me to facilitate literacy and be true to myself as an Indigenous person. My teachers are my parents, my grandparents, my babies, my cousins, my siblings, my peers, my professors, my friends, and my ancestors. I hope this honors them. Hi hi and miigwech.